2,
3,
4,
5,
6.
Occupy Wall Street is a movement, a current event going on right now. You can basically see it on every major news channel. There's something happening every day. This began over 2 months ago on September the 17th, 2011, located on Liberty Square in Manhattan's financial district. This movement has become so powerful that it is spread over to 100 cities across the United States, according to OccupyWallStreet.org. People are tired of the corrupt corporations, the power of the major banks, and most of all, Wall Street, in creating an economic collapse that has caused the greatest recession in generations. The rich keep getting rich, while the poor and the middle class continue to suffer. Just an example, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, two giant mortgage corporations that received over $170 billion in taxpayer bailout money only 2 years ago, according to politics.com. What I can't fathom is why taxpayers are paying this much money when CEOs are receiving huge compensation packages. Documents show that Ed Haldeman, who by the way announced that he is resigning, stepping down from Freddie Mac CEO, received a base salary of $900,000, not to mention the $2.3 million additional bonus pay that he received. Yet taxpayers paid this company $170 billion so they wouldn't collapse. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are not the only reasons people are protesting. You'll find protesters of all ages, backgrounds, looking to prove a point. People are angry and outraged out of all the corporation corruption. I have here just some general pictures that I printed offline that show some of the protesting. You can see that it's people of all color, all ages, wanting to prove their point. People are tired of the rich becoming richer, while the middle class and poor people suffer. They have pitched tents now, creating a home-based environment. Young people graduating from college can't get a job because the unemployment rate is so high right now. Outraged by the tremendous burden upon young people by massive student loans that prevent them from being able to start their adult life because they have a huge, massive debt. What happens to the American dream? People have been suffering, and that's not the American dream. Because of all the corruption and suffering people have endured for so long, now people have taken matters into their own hands. By starting the Occupy movement, like I mentioned earlier, the movement has spread across countries, and it's not going to let up anytime soon. Because people are so determined to prove their point, they have now made, like I said, home-based tents that have generators, clothes. All of this has become a part of the protest in all these cities that are participating in the movement. While their intentions are in the right place, some people are looking to cause trouble. There are those using the movement for other meanings. You have drug dealers, drug users finding their ways into the movements, homeless people looking to take advantage of the situation, not to mention those who are causing damage to the properties surrounding these areas, business owners who are coming to work with their windows busted open, cars being turned over because people are there trying to set the wrong example. That's not what this movement is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about proving a point, not causing damage. This type of trouble is giving the movement a bad rep. Protection has also become a really big issue. There are several women who are claiming assault, where they have been raped, assaulted in these makeshift tents. You see syringes, needles laying around from the drug users, taking advantage of the situation. This is not the message that people are wanting to send. Because of the dangerous situations and the health issues, people urinating in the yards and the lawns of the parks, feces being spread out through these protests, movements, it's creating a major health issue for those who are trying to prove their point. New York Supreme Court ordered all tents are to be removed and the park is to be cleaned. They are not taking the First Amendment from the protesters. The First Amendment does not provide housing and does not give them the right to live in the park. This protest will most definitely go down in history because it has touched so many lives and people are looking for a change. And to them, this is the only way that they will be able to get their change and to prove their point. The only way that the government will listen. Any questions? Yeah.
Has there been anyone arrested during the protest?
Yes, there have been several arrests because people are fighting and disobeying the police. When the police are trying to create borders, you know, they're getting assaulted by the protesters. So, of course, naturally, they would go to jail. Yes?
Is this only happens in the United States?
Actually, no. There have been protests in Europe and Egypt and other countries due to the same reason that they're protesting here, to unfair global economy. People are tired, like I said, of the rich getting richer while hard-working citizens are suffering.
Have there been any deaths?
Yes, there have been 2 deaths, one reported in California and one reported in Vermont, according to CBS News. 2 deaths because of the protesters that are out of line. So it's something to think about. You want to prove your point, but you also want to keep the public safe. That's it.